Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcats Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left hand slam. What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
The final full road trip of the year is here as Montana State looks to sprint into Boise, still in the hunt for a regular season Big Sky championship with just 2 weeks left to play. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you on this Thursday night, as today we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 5-11. They are 9-4 in Big Sky play, and on the other side it's the Weber State University Wildcats coming in at 13-14. They are 7-7 in Big Sky play. It's the second meeting of the year between these two squads. Montana State earning an emotional win against Weber State the first time out, winning 91-88. That was a game in which Davian Brown was injured for the season with his knee injury at the end of that first half. The Bobcats, you could tell in that moment coming out of the locker room, really just devastated with that loss to Davian Brown. Jeremiah Davis was not available in that game. Remember, he was nursing that elbow injury, but Davis is back now. The Bobcats have been able to right the ship after hitting some stormy and choppy waters in the first couple of games after Davian Brown went down with that knee injury, and now they look for a big-time win on the road today, coming in second place in the Big Sky, just 2 games back of Portland State, but with the Vikings still scheduled to make that trip through the Treasure State next week. So right now it's Portland State at 11-2. They lost to Northern Colorado last Saturday on the road, 77-65. And this week, Portland State is hosting Idaho and Eastern Washington. So, again, the Bobcats 2 games back at 9-4. Montana at 8-5. Eastern Washington at 7-6. Northern Colorado and this Weber team both at 7-7. Northern Colorado's won 6 straight. These two teams in Northern Colorado and Weber State trying to stay out of that first day of the Big Sky tournament. Right now, Idaho at 6-7, Sac State at 5-8. They've lost 3 straight. NAU is 4-10, and Idaho State at 3-11 with 9 straight losses. Those would be the 4 teams playing on the first day of the Big Sky tournament. And the Bobcats, if they hold on to at least that 2 seed, if not catch the 1st seed, which is still a possibility and very much within reason, they would face off with one of those 4 teams in their first conference tournament game. So a lot on the line today as we get set for the Bobcats and the Wildcats today. It's time now to break down this Weber State Wildcat team and see why they're going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. It's a Weber State team that is number 2 in the Big Sky in scoring. They've poured in 80 points per game during conference play. And they're a team that when they are playing their best, they are scoring the basketball at an extremely high rate. So Bobcats can play some sound defense today. They'll be in good shape, but it is a tall task against this Weber State team that scores a ton. They play with a lot of possessions as well. So although they are one of the higher scoring teams in the league, they're actually one of the least efficient teams in the league. They're 8th out of the 10 Big Sky teams in field goal percentage, and they also have struggled to stop opposing teams' three-point threat. They are 8 out of 10 in the Big Sky in terms of opposing three-point field goal percentage, which could play in the Bobcats' favor as Montana State in Big Sky play right now is number 1, both in three-point field goal percentage and in three-pointer makes per game during conference action at 39% from the three-point line and 9 threes per game during Big Sky play. So Montana State has been very good in that regard. We'll see if they can take advantage tonight against this Weber team, which at times has struggled against some of the perimeter offense of opponents. Individually for Weber State, the straw that stirs their drink is Eon Sane. He's the transfer from Western Washington. He's got almost 1,200 career points in his time now in his first year here at Weber State after spending the first 3 seasons at Western Washington. But he is the leading scorer in the Big Sky during conference play, averaging almost 22 points per game. He's 47% from the field, 40% from 3, and 92% from the free throw line. So he's a guy who is really, really good and a guy who can really go off for them, and that will be one of the big tough matchups for Montana State. One of the areas the Bobcats actually had an advantage against Weber State in the first meeting was on the glass. They don't have a ton of size there. Nigel Burris is in the front court for them, but he's not a guy who's been an absolute terror in that regard. Bobcats were +8 on the glass in the first meeting. They had 9 offensive rebounds, and Chris Hodges had 11 of those rebounds. So if Chris Hodges can be strong on the glass with the 11 rebounds, Christian King had double-figure rebounds for the first time in his career the first meeting, or in the last game against Montana. If those guys, plus Jed Miller, is actually the Bobcats' leading rebounder, can have a good game on the glass, that could bode well for this Montana State team that is looking for their 10th conference win, which would be the most conference wins under Coach Logie, who is 509-9 in each of the first 2 seasons at the helm here of Montana State. So that's some of the Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile. Time now to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our Kendall Ford keys to the game. Then we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie and get ready for the matchup between the Bobcats and the Wildcats. We're taking a break. Back after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Attention Bozeman, a sparkling new gem has arrived. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, your destination for extraordinary jewelry and exceptional service. Searching for the perfect engagement ring? Our vast selection includes pieces from top designers with stunning diamonds from a half carat to sky's the limit. And don't forget our anything promise. Purchase your ring. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, where Montana gets engaged. Open in Bozeman across from Gallatin Valley Mall.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Keaton Gillogly back with you from the D Events Center as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State coming up at the top of the hour tonight. Montana State sitting by themselves in second place in the Big Sky at 9-4. They are 2 games back of a regular season title right now. Portland State is sitting at 11-2. They suffered their second loss last Saturday. They are home this weekend before that pivotal road swing through the Treasure State next week. The Bobcats' next home game is against Portland State a week from today, but a lot of work to do today and this weekend with the trips to Weber State and Idaho State, with the matchup coming up against Idaho State on Saturday at 4 o'clock. We'll be on the air for that at 3:30. All right, let's take a look now at our Kendall Ford keys to the game for this one today. And for Montana State, first and foremost, got to slow down and contain Eon Sane, their point guard, their leading scorer, the number 1 scorer in Big Sky play this season. Can the Bobcats continue to improve on the glass? We saw Christian King put up a career-high 10 rebounds in the win against Montana on Saturday. Chris Hodges had 11 rebounds in the first meeting. So can this Bobcat team find a way to keep having some strong performances on the glass and try to battle down against a Weber State team that certainly has some size, but they were just not as good as Montana State was on the glass in the first meeting. So let's see if Montana State can do some work on the glass and then take advantage of your opportunities at the three-point line. This is a Weber team that has struggled to defend the three. Montana State's been very good. They've put together the number one three-point shooting offense in conference play, and they've got the number one shooter from the three-point line in conference action in Jet Miller, who's out at midcourt right now with Pat McMahon and Chris Hodges beating the captains for Weber State, going over some things with the officials. So can the Bobcats take advantage of the three-point line, win the rebounding battle, and show some good work there from guys like Chris Hodges and Christian King? And then can Montana State just continue to put together consistent, balanced performances, particularly on the offensive end? It was so impressive last time out for the Bobcats, put 6 players in double figures scoring. Can they do things similar to that when they are running a 7 to 8 man rotation? You don't need one guy to just go off and carry the load. You just need everybody to take their opportunities. And when you really think back to some of the bigger leads the Bobcats lost earlier in the year, part of the reason that happened was their inconsistency on the offensive side. So can Montana State avoid some of those longer scoring droughts, especially as we get into crunch time of the season, and have more guys continuing to step up consistently on the offensive end for Montana State? So those are some of the keys we are looking for in this matchup between the Bobcats and the Wildcats, presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. All right, we are going to take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And then after that, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie. We're getting ready to go for Montana State and Weber State tonight. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields.
Experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Keaton Gillogly back with you as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State today. It is Bobcats and the Wildcats from the D Events Center. One of the older gyms, one of the older arenas in the league, and really a beautiful one that can seat up to 11,500, although I don't think we'll have quite that here today as we get set to go. Weber State currently number 3 in the Big Sky in attendance per game. They've been averaging about 2,400 per contest. For Montana State, they've been averaging almost 2,900 this season, but Montana State leading the Big Sky in attendance in both men's basketball and women's basketball. All right, time now to take a look around at the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard today. No top 25 men's games going on tonight. Here is the schedule for Big Sky men's basketball today. 3 of the 4 games today will be tipping off at 7 o'clock. Montana is at Idaho State. That one tipping off with hours. Idaho goes to Portland State. That'll be interesting. Can Idaho get hot in that game? Maybe. We'll see. That one could get interesting. It's not like Portland State has been blowing teams out in conference play. So Idaho at Portland State, and then Eastern Washington at Sacramento State. That's another one that's really, really interesting. Sacramento State has been darn near unbeatable at home this season. Eastern's been very good on the road, and they're a game over 500. How real, how strong, how deep is that Eastern Washington team? We're going to find out a little bit more about that coming up tonight. That one tips off an hour after hours. The women will tip off with hours. They're at home against Weber State. They'll be scoreboard watching as Idaho is hosting Portland State in women's basketball today. Idaho is 12-1. They've got the 1-game lead on Montana State right now. Portland State, though, just 2-11. So that's what we are keeping an eye on over on the women's side, as Montana State women's basketball is 1 game back of first place. So both men's and women's basketball so tight, so close right now to that top spot, and a lot on the line as we turn toward the final bit of this regular season. So a lot on the line in that regard as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State tonight. Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. All right, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State today. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, But in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the Earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Weber State. The Bobcats hit the road once again. Keaton Gillogly back with head coach Matt Logie. Coach, sometimes coming off an emotional win like you guys had in Missoula can cause some teams to maybe dip a little bit or have a little bit of a letdown. How do you feel like your team's kind of just handled the emotion of that win last Saturday to get ready for this week?
Well, I think we had a good rehearsal on that earlier in the year when we beat Montana the first time around, had a quick turnaround in Northern Colorado in 2 days, and so we just kind of treated it the same way. You know, what's in the past is in the past. It's on to the next thing, and I had a good week of prep coming into Thursday.
All right, well, certainly needed against this Weber State team as we take a look at some of their personnel, and it certainly starts at the point guard position. Eon Sane, who's been phenomenal for them so far this year. How do you guys slow him down today?
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. He's a very talented guard that can score from really all three levels, but especially the three-point line. And he does a great job drawing fouls at the rim. So it's really important that you kind of get him off his spots. And he's some guys. It's not about so much completely shutting their water off. It's about making sure that they're inefficient. And so trying to get him to certain areas of the floor. Is really important for us, and keeping the ball out of his strong hand and getting to the rim.
One of the guys who's entered their starting lineup now is a freshman in Deuce Paschal. He's been scoring well for them and doing a lot of different things. What's he doing well for them?
Yeah, just kind of finding his groove alongside the other guys in Weber's rotation. He's a good athlete, defends well, and that's allowed him to get on the court early here.
Overall for this Weber State team, when they're playing well, they're really scoring the basketball. They're 82 points per game this year. Outside of Sane, how do they find some of their offensive efficiency?
Well, they're very good in transition. They get out and they play with pace on makes and misses. They do a good job on the offensive glass. They've got a really good shooter in Vartanian, and then two guys down low. Really three bigs down low that are pretty bruising, physical forces. So, they're a very good offensive unit, and so we've got to do our job in getting them out of transition and make them play in the half court and take tough shots.
Yeah, you mentioned some of their strength in the front court, and when you do look at that matchup with Jaden Stepp and Chris Hodges against those guys in the front court, how do you match up and how do you be successful there?
Same thing we've done all year. It's a team defensive unit when it comes to playing post defense, and not allowing them to get early deep post touches. Front in the post, making sure that we've got weak side help, and then when the ball does get in, being aggressive and getting it out of there.
All right, well, here we go. It's Montana State and Weber State today. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Weber State. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
The brand is one of the most recognized in healthcare. The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our strength. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. I'm proud that we have the local presence, and yet we're also very fortunate to leverage the size of our larger organization, including innovative products and services at the larger national level, and be able to bring that to Montana for all of our members in the future.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Echoing
To the cup, one hand slam!
from the brick
And the brick is back to life.
and all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the rack attack. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Our Star Spangled Banner is wrapped up, and we are ready for basketball live from Ogden, Utah, as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State today. Keaton Gillogly with you as we get set for our tip-off coming up here in just a few moments. All right, before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today as we get set for Montana State and Weber State today. And going to be a good matchup here in Ogden, where the Bobcats historically have struggled in a big way. This is a Weber program that for a long time there was really the class of the league. And they haven't won a Big Sky title since 2016, but there was a long stretch there where they were far and away with just the absolute crown jewel of this Big Sky basketball conference. But that really led to a lot of struggles for Montana State here. Overall, today will be their 138th meeting between these two Big Sky charter members. Montana State is 47 wins, 90 losses all time against Weber State. The 90 wins for Weber is their second most in program history against any one Big Sky opponent. And the Bobcats here have only won 10 times ever. They are 10-56 here at the D Events Center. But the Bobcats right now are currently riding their longest winning streak in program history in this all-time series. They have won 5 straight today, looking for their 6th straight, and they have won 9 of their last 11 against Weber State. So let's see if Montana State can keep things moving in the right direction as we get ready to go. All right, here is the starting lineup first for head coach Matt Logie. In his 3rd year here at Montana State, looking for the 10th win for the first time as the head coach at Montana State. He has gone 9-9 twice over the last 2 years. Let's see if he can get his first 10th win in a Big Sky season. We'll see if he can get that done today. The lineup that will try to accomplish that feat looks like this. Jed Miller will start at the point guard position today once again. At the 2 will be Jeremiah Davis along with Pat McMahon and Christian King playing the wings. And Chris Hodges will be at the center position. Hodges, of course, coming off that 5-for-5 performance from the field in the win against Montana last time out, and really was putting up a fine performance with his 10 points in the victory. On the other side for Weber State, under 4th-year head coach Eric Duft, his starting lineup looks like this. Eon Sane is their starting point guard at 5'10" out of Everett, Washington. He's averaging 17 points per game, and he is 3rd of the Big Sky during conference play in assists per game. His fellow guard is Deuce Paschal, a true freshman from Portland, Oregon. He's made 8 straight starts now, had a career-high 14 points against Eastern Washington in their last game on Saturday, which was a loss. Then they've got a couple of forwards as well. Nigel Burris back in the starting lineup once again, who formerly played at Idaho and Utah State. Malik Gumo, one of the better rebounders in the league, is at the center spot. And Varti Ainen out of Finland, one of the top three-point shooters in the conference at 44% from the three-point line in Big Sky play. And that is the starting 5 under Eric Duff. Weber State comes into play today at 13-14 overall. They are 7-7 in Big Sky play. Montana State is 15-11 overall, 9-4 in Big Sky play. Coach Logie still looking for his first winning Big Sky season, which he could secure today in his 3rd season at the helm of Montana State. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. All right, we are ready to rock. Montana State rocking the navy blue uniforms today with the gold piping on the front and gold lettering on the front, and back Weber State in the home whites with the deep dark purple lettering on the front and the back, and a purple racing stripe coming down the side. And Patrick McMahon freshly shaven. He has lost the beard he's been rocking all year, and we'll see what the beardless Pat McMahon looks like today as we get ready to go for Montana State and Weber State. Malik Guma at center court with Chris Hodges. The ball tossed in the air. The tip is won by the Montana State Bobcats, and here we go from Ogden, Utah. Montana State with the first possession of the ball game as they go from left to right. Jed Miller out of the right wing, throws into the corner. McMahon for 3. A little bit too strong. Fight for the rebound, and it's won by Montana State. Miller back up and in. Jed Miller with the first 2 points today. Pat McMahon missing that 3, but Christian King with an assist on that offensive rebound, tipping it to Jed Miller before he got the second chance bucket. First possession now for Weber State, working to our left. Paschal rises for 3, and that's good. Deuce Paschal, a true freshman from Portland, knocking it down, just his 10th three-point make of the season. Jed Miller throws it to Chris Hodges. Then up to the top for McMahon, around to Davis in the right corner, dribbles left, turns to the free throw line, gets down to the left block, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. All right, Jeremiah Davis found his spot and took his free piece of candy. Boy, that was a smooth stroke from the left baseline And the Bobcats have the early 4-3 lead, 60 seconds into the game. Bartiaden moving the ball around the perimeter, over to the right wing now for Paschal. Picks up the dribble. Lob down into the post. Burris makes the catch. Down on the floor, double team, triple team now. Steps through, lost it, recovered, kick out, top side. Bartiaden for three. That rattles home. Quick early threes falling for Weber State. That one late in the shot clock, though. The Bobcats had run really 24 quality seconds of defense. Christian King throws over to the left wing for Jeremiah Davis. Dribbles over to the left sideline, down into the corner, works down to the left baseline, posting up. Working on Sane, throw out to McMahon, rips to the free throw line, into the lane, goes to the rack, puts it up with the left hand, and it's good. Smooth, confident post move by Pat McMahon. And the Bobcats tied again at 6. Weber State with the basketball 2 minutes into the first half. Guma hands off the top for Sane with the lefty dribble to the left wing, picked up by McMahon, works his way down underneath, kick out to the right wing, Paschal slashes into the lane, stopped by Miller, turns around for a contested jumper, missed it left, and it goes out of bounds. The Bobcats will have the basketball. Another good defensive set that time. Ian Sane will do most of the work for them. Number one in the Big Sky in scoring during conference play. MSU with the basketball to our right. This game tied at 6. 17.5 to play in the first half. Jed Miller has the dribble at the top, goes right around the screen, over to the right wing, picks up the bounce and gives it to Hodges. Handoff for King. Thrown into the left corner, McMahon. Tries a three. Off the inside of the iron. Offensive rebound by Jed Miller, and he backs it out to reset. Another good look. That one off the inside of the rim for Pat McMahon. Handoff for King. Thought about a three, steps inside, little clog down there, kick out to the left corner. Here's McMahon, 8 to shoot. He posts up against Burris, double team, throw out to the top. Davis, confident three. No good, and the rebound grab by Weber. All right, patient offense, had the offensive rebound. 2 good looks from 3, they just didn't fall. Weber State now with the ball. Guma at the top, handoff on the right wing for Paschal. Turns with the lefty dribble to the elbow, has to kick it back out to Sane. Sane with a right-handed dribble to the right wing. Guarded by McMahon. Crosses over, takes it to the free throw line, still with the bounce, now accelerates into the lane, layup no, rebound tip, jostled and lost out of bounds, and the Bobcats will take the possession back. Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. 16:32 to go, first half. We're tied. It's 6-6 between Montana State and Weber State. Bobcats won the first meeting by 3. Miller, topside 3. That one no good. Weber with the rebound. The Bobcats starting 0 of 4 from downtown. Weber State with the basketball to our left. Guma has the dribble at the top. All 4 of the three-point shots Montana State has taken have been very much in rhythm. Into the lane, Paschal to the rack, blocked, swatted away by Christian King. Bobcats can't save it across the baseline, and recovered by Weber as Sane lays it in. A little extra hustle there for Montana State as they saved it across the baseline, but back to Weber. And despite the big block by Christian King, Cats unable to get a stop. Here's Pat McMahon down to the right baseline. Turns inside, hooks it up. That one no good. Rebound tipped, jostled, and won by Weber State. 1-on-2. Saint slows it down. Work it out on the left side in front of the Bobcat bench. Turns right around to screen. Takes it to the free throw line, into the lane. Blocked and swatted again. Chris Hodges was there with the denies. The Bobcats with a couple of blocks. Trying to find their first Wendy's 3-ball of the day, starting 0 for 4 from downtown. But after a one-possession win by MSU in the first meeting against Weber, we got another tight start tonight. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 15:28 to go in the first half, and Weber State leads 8-6 over Montana State. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Amsterdam Meat Shop, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics and the Gallatin Valley. With the first Interstate Bank broadcast position, 15:28 to go in the first half. Cold shooting start for the Bobcats, missing their first 4 3-point field goal attempts. It's Weber State 8, Montana State 6. And Bobcats getting ready to inbound the basketball to go the length of the floor. Oh, no, actually, excuse me. It's Weber State's basketball after the Chris Hodges block before that last pause. All right, here we go. Weber State to inbound with 20 seconds on the clock, or on the shot clock, rather. Inbound out down to the right sideline as Hennig takes it, then brings it back out to the right wing. Hennig throws to the left wing for Grayson, another freshman. Over to the right sideline for Suarez. Handoff for Sane. 5 to shoot over the left wing. Here's a 3. That's no good from Grayson. Fist fight for the loose rebound, and the Bobcats will get it as it bounces out of bounds. That was a physical fight for that rebound, and the Bobcats will come away with it. 15:08 to go, first half. MSU with the ball, trailing by 2. Handoff for Jeremiah Davis, thrown to Hodges at the free throw line. Then over to the right wing for McMahon. He's got it at the top. Throw to Davis, into the post for Hodges, down to the right block. Hodges back to the basket, kicks it back out. Ball around the perimeter. Up to Davis at the top of the key, 7 to shoot. Davis with 5. Bounce inside, McMahon. Reverse layup, spins it off the glass and in. Pat McMahon, a crafty finish. And a terrific feed by Jeremiah Davis. And now a hand check foul on Christian King. His first foul of the day. We do have some youngsters, some school kids here in attendance over our left shoulder behind us. You can hear the high-pitched celebrations. They are running the state basketball championship here in this building this week. Not playing today, but they will play tomorrow. And again on Saturday. 14:34 to go first half. We're tied at 8 after a McMahon bucket. Weber with the basketball to our left. Ardarius Grayson, true freshman, throws over to the right wing. Hennig gets himself down in deep, has to kick it back out for Grayson. Crosses over, working on Howie Keene. Tries the baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tipped, and Jaden Stepp wins another hustle board. Good hustle on the glass to start the night. Into the lane, Stepp, rim running, lays it home. Oh, the coaching staff loved that one. So after a big rebound by Jaden Stepp, he runs straight to the rim, and Jed Miller picks up the assist. Now into the lane, lay it up, no. Jed Miller picks up a foul as Edwin Suarez goes to the lane. Jed Miller's first foul, and Edwin Suarez will go to the line for 2 free throws. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. First free throw is no good from Edwin Suarez, the Arizona Western transfer, Puerto Rico native, San Juan. 10-8 MSU leading without the benefit of a 3-point field goal so far with 13:57 to go first half. Suarez, the junior, at the line. Puts it up and in. That one rattling around the rim before finally falling in. MSU leads by 1 with the ball up 10-9. Bobcats looking for their 10th conference win of the year, looking to stay in second place in Big Sky play. Now lob it to the post, knocked free and stolen. Running the other way, Suarez drops it off, and Burris with a dunk in transition. Bad pass there from Seth Almenrud, and Niall Burgess with the transition slam. Cats down by 1 with the ball. Jed Miller behind the back dribble into the lane. Gets to the free throw line and has to kick it back out to Howie Keene. Around to Jaden Stepp, putting it on the floor with the lefty dribble down to the left block. Spins inside, turns, jumper, rimming, no. A little out of control going to that jumper, and Weber State clears the rebound. Grayson gets cut off by Jed Miller. Throw to the top, Burris for three. No good, that's short, and the long rebound won by Jed Miller. Bobcats coming the other way from left to right. 13 minutes to go, first half. MSU trails by one with the ball. Dropped down to Step underneath. Lost his balance, lost the ball. Bobcats turned it over. Weber State running the other way. Grayson, kick out to the top. Suarez gets into the lane, puts up a runner, no. And Seth Almenrud has the rebound. Bobcats push ahead to Jeremiah Davis. Out to Miller on the left wing. Throws down to the right corner. Extra pass to Davis, then to the top for Miller. Down to Jaden Step at the left elbow. And almost everybody's touched the ball in this possession already. Hand off for Miller. Back to Step at the free throw line. Still holding. One dribble. Hand off for Almenrud. Shovel pass out to Howie Keene. Back to Almenrud. 5 to shoot. Around to Miller. Takes an NBA three. That's no good. And the Bobcats have started 0 for 5 from downtown tonight. Weber with a 1-point lead. 12 and a quarter to play in the first. Sane goes right around the screen. Turns to the free throw line. Now jacks it up, missed the shot, thought he was going to get a call, and Jaden Step has the rebound on the air ball. Step into the front court, hands it off for Miller, turns down to the left elbow, back to Step, to the cup, adjusts in the air, and finishes with the right hand. Jaden Step with two crafty finishes, and the Bobcats regain a 1-point lead. 12-11 MSU, 11:45 to go first half. Sane at the top. Throws over to the right wing. Grayson with the standing dribble. Lob down underneath for Burris. Makes a contested catch. Goes up. No good. Got his own rebound. Back up and in. It's actually Suarez who got that rebound. He lays it home. And Weber has a 1-point lead as we've got these two teams seesawing in the early going. Jed Miller to the top for three. That one no good after a lot of handles. And Weber State has the rebound. The Bobcats 0 of 6 from downtown to start the night. Weber with the basketball and a 1-point advantage. Suarez hands it off on the right wing for Grayson. He works inside, blocked. Oh, Howie Keene came in and dented the floor with a hearty block down to the baseline. Oh, that was a big-time swat. Let's take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 10:57 to go, the first half. Montana State is trailing 13-12 against Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Think about quitting tobacco or vaping. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to wait for the perfect time. QuitNowMontana.com offers free confidential support 24/7. You'll get one-on-one coaching, proven tools, and resources designed to help you quit and stay quit. Whether it's your first try or your fifth, help is just a click away. Make today the day you take the first step toward a healthier future. Visit QuitNowMontana.com. All right, bit of a sluggish shooting start for Montana State tonight. 0 of 6 from downtown. They've been good on their two-point shots. I mean, they're 6 of 8 from two-point range. Right now it's Weber State 13, Montana State 12, 10:57 to go in the first half with the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Weber State with a basketball after a Howie Keene block late in the shot clock with 6 to shoot. Vartiainen to the free throw line, and his jumper is good. Vartiainen able to knock it down. The Bobcats trail by 3. Jed Miller getting a rest on the bench. Jeremiah Davis running to the point for the Bobcats. Bounce pass to Almenrud. Around to Davis on the right wing, rips it down to the right baseline, kick out to the left wing. McMahon turns down an open 3, takes it into the post on the left side against Burris. Kick out to the right corner, Davis for 3. Book it. There it is. That's the first of the day after the 0 for 6 start, and it's Jeremiah Davis knocking it down. Now the other way, Guma gets in deep in transition, and he turns and hooks it home. The Bobcats give up a quick bucket the other way. 17-15, Weber State leading. We reach the midway point of the first half, the 10-minute mark. Toss to the top. Here's McMahon. Dribbles to the right wing, now takes it down to the right block, turns, hooks off the glass, and good. Banked it off the window, and that one stuck like Velcro on the inside of the iron. Pat McMahon with 6 first-half points. That one tied it up. It's 17 all. Jed Miller will check back into the ball game in a moment with 9:40 to go in the first half. Guma, bounce pass to the top. Grayson throws to the left wing. Vartiainen looking for room against King. Now steps back for a contested 3. That's no good. Jaden Stepp wins the rebound, and the Bobcats come the other way. Now they'll give that shot up. Even though Vartiainen's a very good three-point shooter, that was heavily contested early in the shot clock. Cats try to take the lead here. McMahon into the lane, puts it up and puts it home. Found his spot in the middle of the paint, and Pat McMahon has a hot start tonight. He's got 8. Bobcats up by 2. MSU leading 19-17 with 9 minutes to go in the first half. The freshman, Ardarius Grayson, running the point. Now it's to Guma up the top. Back down to Vartiainen in deep. Lost his balance, lost the ball. And it's staying with Weber State as Jeremiah Davis knocked it out of bounds. Davis heading to the bench. Good minutes there, running the point from Jeremiah Davis. Also knocked down the first 3 ball of the night as well. So good stretch, good minutes from Jeremiah. 12 seconds on the shot clock as Weber State gets ready to inbound this basketball underneath their own cup. Ian Sane checking back into the ball game as well. The point guard for Weber averaging 32 minutes per game. Jed Miller, by the way, averaging 34 minutes per game this year. Inbounds pass coming. Toss into the right corner. Suarez up to the top, 8 to shoot. Guma trying to get it to Sane. Miller denies, 5 to shoot. Toss the top, Suarez 3. Suarez had his pocket picked by Christian King, and then King had it taken away by Suarez, and Weber State resets with a full shot clock. Tough break there for the Bobcats. Felt like they had the stop and gave it right back. Sane setting up the offense patiently. Bounce pass over to the right wing. Back to Sane with the lefty dribble. Accelerates in the lane. Kicks back out to the right wing. Bobble dropped it out of bounds. And Weber State turns it over. Good pressure by the Bobcats defensively. And boy, before that, the Cats had given it back, late in that shot clock. Jed Miller was exerting a lot of energy and playing some phenomenal defense, denying Sane, the point guard, the basketball. That was impressive stuff. MSU has the 2-point lead and the ball with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Over to Christian King on the left wing. Turns down to the left baseline against Sane. Lost the dribble, recovers. Then lost it again, recovers one more time, goes up, lays it good, and one. Bodies tumble and crumbling. And a multi-car pile up underneath the basket, but Christian King able to finish regardless. That's his first bucket of the night, and he'll go to the line and a chance at a 3-point play. And that will take us to a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position as well. All right, Montana State overcoming a bit of a slow offensive start from the 3-point line. They've got the lead with Christian King going to the stripe when we come back. 7:59 to go in the first half. It's Montana State 21, Weber State 17. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Are you on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Montana State leading 21-17 against Weber State at the moment. 7:59 to go in the first half, and Christian King is going back to the line for Montana State. Pat McMahon leading the way for the Bobcats. He's got 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting. He's sitting on the bench getting a bit of a rest after that last timeout. So it's Almenrud, Hodges, Keene, Miller, and King on the floor for MSU. Free throw from King is good. Boy, I had to wait a second. That thing bounced around between the rim, then sat on the back iron for a second before finally falling in. Christian King has 3 points tonight. Bounce pass up to the top as Weber State works offensively to our left in the home whites today, the second of 2 meetings during the regular season. Cats looking for the season sweep. Sane dribbles a long way to take it back out into the right corner. Works the right baseline. Bounce pass underneath. Bad pass stolen away. Howie Keene with the theft. Howie Keene making some plays defensively early. King, transition 3. Boom. Pure. Christian King from the left wing in transition. Buries the left wing 3. And after that 0 for 6 start from downtown, Bobcats have knocked down back-to-back 3 balls. 25-17 the lead for MSU. 7 1/4 to play in the first half. Over to the right wing. There's Guma working his way into the post. Kicks it back out. Down to the right baseline. Hennig able to finish. Tough knocked down by Trevor Hennig on the baseline layup. 25-19, MSU leads by 6. Feels like a big lead right now with how these two teams have traded buckets for most of the night. Miller throws around to Howie Keene. Up to the top, Christian King. Christian King down to the left block. Backing in, posting up. Kind of out deep, turns and hooks it. Rimming around, no good. Didn't quite get to his spot, missed it left. Weber State with a rebound. Sane hands it off. Suarez with a head of steam cut off by Howie Keene in the lane. Toss back up to the top as Weber resets. Throwing around to the left corner. Hennig for 3. Missed it. Too strong. Long rebound. Tracked down by Weber State. And they'll reset after the offensive rebound. Sane with a lefty dribble into the lane. Drops it off underneath. Here's Guma in traffic. Goes up, lays it short. Rebound tipped out by Keene, and Miller picks it up on a bounce. Out to Christian King. Into the lane, goes up, lays it, and they take the bucket off the board. They called it an offensive foul. So second foul on Christian King. I am shocked they called that. Looking at the replay here, no, terrible call. That is not how you're supposed to administer that. He was not squared up. He bounced off his shoulder. And that is a tough break for Christian King. You got to be squared up. He was not squared up. 6:05 to go in the first half. Montana State leading by 6. Weber State with a basketball. Guma has it on the left wing. Hands it off for Sane. Puts it down on the floor, looking for room. Keene is there, tries a three. That's way too strong. He airballed it. Jed Miller has the rebound. Howie Keene's been very good defensively in the first half tonight. Miller into the lane, down to the cutting step, and he lays it in with a reverse right-handed layup. He was coming down, streaking from the left elbow, made the catch in stride, and then finished on the right side of the rim. Jaden Stepp has taken a couple of, no pun intended, big steps these last 2 or 3 games. Hennig into the lane, turns with a jumper, banks it in off the glass. Trevor Hennig with 4 points now. He had 15 points against MSU, has been battling injury lately. And getting back in there, wasted no time. McMahon unable to finish down to the left block. Here comes Weber State the other way. Sane over to the right wing. Hennig, he tries it for 3. Back iron, no. High rebound, tipped out and volleyed to Sane. Weber tries it again. Sane on the drive. Inside, lays it, no. Good defense by Jaden Stepp, and the Bobcats have the rebound. Miller into the front court. Weaves to the right wing. Pulls up for the transition 3. Front iron, no. And Weber has the rebound. 4:45 to play first half. 6-point lead for the Bobcats. Weber State with the basketball. Sane's going to slow it down a little bit with a lefty dribble to the wing. Working on Miller. Sane still has the bounce. Now Davis picks him up defensively. Sane dribbles to the wing. Over on the right side, handoff for Hennig. 7 to shoot. Really haven't done anything on this possession. 4 to shoot. Hennig, 3 against Davis, 2. Puts up a contested 17-foot jumper, and it's good. The prayer was answered. That's a big bucket late in the shot clock with Hennig against Davis. Contested low percentage 2-point field goal. 4-point advantage for MSU. This feels like a big possession now with 4 minutes to play, and McMahon had his pocket picked. And Weber State comes the other way. Vartiainen now with the dribble. Hands off for Sane, working on Keene. Works his way down to the right elbow, steps back for the jumper. That's off the front iron, no good, and Howie Keene tracks down the rebound for Montana State. We got a whistle and a timeout called by Montana State. They needed to reset that offense, getting a little shaky. Let's step aside for the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:43 to go in the first half. Weber State trailing Montana State. It's the Bobcats 27, Weber State 23. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Jerseys to hats and more fan favorites. Find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Keaton Gillogly with you from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We also remind you to join Champ's new Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at MSUBobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 3:43 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 27-23 against Weber State. Pat McMahon got off to a hot start with 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Jaden Stepp with 6 points tonight, 3 of 4 from the field with 3 rebounds. And Jed Miller stuff in the stat sheet with 2 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and no turnovers. Jeremiah Davis inbounds to Jed Miller, and the Bobcats set up their offense with a 4-point advantage. Down to the right baseline for Stepp. Handoff for McMahon. Posting up. Backing in on the right block. Double team comes, drops it off for Stepp, gets in deep, lays it no, but draws the foul as he got undercut. Good patience by McMahon. As soon as that double team came over and that defender vacated Jaden Stepp, that's when McMahon dropped it off, and then Stepp got bumped and had his legs cut out from underneath him, which will send him to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw too strong from Jaden Stepp, who is 74% from the free throw line. First foul on Nigel Burris. Only the second team foul on Weber, only 3 team fouls on MSU, but 2 of those against Christian King. And Stepp missed the second free throw, so he misses 2. And that is not a good sign. The Bobcats have at times struggled from the free throw line this year. You hope that doesn't become an Achilles heel down the stretch as we turn into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Hennig puts it down into Goma. Goes up and an offensive foul. Jaden Stepp got in there and drew the foul on Malik Guma. He was camped out there in front of the restricted area and got smoked. Yeah, he was right there. Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. MSU into the front court. Up to the top. Here's McMahon into the lane. Turns around, puts up the lefty hook, and it's good. And Pat McMahon into double figures in the first half. He's got 10. Love to see that out of Patty Mack. 29-23, MSU in front. 2:48 to go first half. Grayson, freshman point guard, throws to Kuma on the left elbow. Back to Grayson. Goes right around the screen, up to the top of the key. Now takes it inside, lost it, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to the Bobcats. Jed Miller knocked it off of one of the Weber State Wildcats. And the Bobcats forced the turnover, the 5th of the day by Weber State. These two teams even with 5 turnovers apiece. Jed Miller pestered as he takes it into the front court. Here's Jaden Stepp. Throws to McMahon in the left corner. Takes it out to the left wing. Puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Back it in, posting up, turns around, the fall away Jay swirls off, no good. And Weber State with the rebound. Weber into the front court. Grayson crosses over, goes up the top for Guma, the Seattle U transfer, and give it to Hennig. Works his way in, goes to the rack, lays it up good, able to finish down to the left side. Like Trevor Hennig has been outstanding against the Bobcats so far this season. Second-year sophomore out of Tyler Patterson's alma mater, Mount Si High School. Toss into the post, knocked free and turned over by the Bobcats. 6th turnover of the night for MSU. Out to Hennig down the left sideline. Bounce into the post, Guma working on Almenrud with the mismatch. Now the double team comes. Wants to get rid of it and does with a long jump pass to the right wing. Then into the corner, Burris. Pumps the 3, works the baseline, and lays it in. Nigel Burris with 4 points. Quick little 4-0 run here. The Bobcats lead by 2 with the ball. Final 75 seconds of the first half. McMahon around to Almenrud on the left wing. Almenrud with the lefty dribble. Back to McMahon. Then to Stepp. Hand off for Davis. Comes right around a screen. Pulls up from 15 out. That jumper's no good. Weber has the rebound with a chance to tie or take the lead with a minute left of the half. Grayson on the drive. Jacks it up. No good, but a foul called on Pat McMahon. Looked like he took a dive just trying to draw the call. That was more about drawing a foul on Pat McMahon, his first, than really making the bucket. Oh, no. That's not a good call. McMahon didn't really, first he didn't initiate the contact. He didn't lean into him. Grayson just ran down, initiated the contact, and then jumped away from McMahon and tumbled down and gave McMahon the call. That's a very difficult, tough call for Pat McMahon. There's not much more to do there. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ardarius Grayson with his first bucket of the night at the free throw line. He's 85% from the free throw line. And this next one could tie it in the final minute of the first half. The Oakland, California native misses the free throw, missed it right. Pat McMahon has the rebound. 29-28, Bobcats in front, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jed Miller with a standing dribble on that logo at midcourt. Over to the right wing for Jeremiah Davis. Goes down toward the right corner for Pat McMahon. Works the baseline, posting up, still way far out, and it gets knocked out of bounds with 11 to shoot. Bobcats need a bucket here. Cats won their last 5 from the field, and a pivotal stretch here at the end of this first half, trying to maintain this lead. McMahon into Davis, 10 to shoot. Davis out on the right wing, goes to McMahon left wing 8. McMahon at the left elbow 6. Backing down, backing in, had his pocket pick, knocked free. Weber forced the turnover. Shot clock is off, and the Wildcats could take the lead into halftime with 20 seconds left and a 29-28 Bobcat lead. Sane, a step across the timeline with a standing dribble. Now 10 seconds left in the half. Sane turns down a screen, picks up McMahon as the defender. 4 seconds. Bounce into the left corner, 2. Back to Sane, 1. Jacks up a 3. That's no good. And the Bobcats do get a defensive stop at the end of the half to take a 1-point advantage into the locker room. A defensive half at times in this first period, but the Bobcats have a 1-point advantage. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's Montana State 29, Weber State 28. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Back at the half with Montana State leading just barely, up 29-28 against Weber State, just clinging to this 1-point advantage. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, the proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com today to book your stay. All right, they've got their cheer squad out on the floor right now. It is a huge squad. It's like 50 kids. They're getting ready for their nationals competition, so big cheer event happening now in front of us as we take a look at the numbers from that first half. Montana State shoots 50% from the field, 2 of 9 from the three-point line after an 0 for 6 start, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. On the other side, 39% for Weber State, 2 of 9 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Bobcats -2 on the glass today, 5 assists, 7 turnovers. That's too high. 3 steals and 3 blocks for the Bobcats. Weber State, meanwhile, with 4 assists, 5 turnovers, 6 steals, 3 from Edwin Suarez today. Pat McMahon leading all scorers with 10 points on 5 of 10 shooting. 6 points for Jaden Stepp, 6 for Christian King. Jeremiah Davis has 5 points and Jed Miller has 2. On the other side for Weber State, spreading the scoring around, Trevor Hennig leading the way with 8 points tonight. Vartiainen's got 5. Burris has 4. Paschal and Suarez with 3 each. Guma, Sane with 2 apiece, and Grayson with 1. So those are some of the numbers from the first half of play. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the other scores from around the Big Sky. We'll tell you how the women are doing as well. But here, the men lead it 29-28 over Weber State at the half. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Keaton Gillogly with you at Weber State as Montana State has a 1-point advantage at the half of 29-28, looking for their 10th Big Sky win, trying to stay by themselves in second place and keep pace with Portland State as we get caught up on what else is going on around the Big Sky. And Portland State is putting up a big first half right now against Idaho, eyeing their 12th conference win. Portland State sitting at 11-2 overall. Vikings leading 39-25 against Idaho with about 90 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Montana is trailing at the half at Idaho State. Idaho State leading 39-37. Idaho State trying to snap their 9-game overall winning streak or losing streak against Montana right now. So that game is certainly something to keep an eye out for. And then Eastern Washington at Sac State tonight coming up in about 13 minutes. That's going to be one of the more, I think, interesting games of the night. Meanwhile, on the other side for the women today, they are leading in a big way at home against Weber State. So playing well at home. Love to see that. And they are up 50-16 as they approach the final few seconds before halftime. 50 points in the first half for the women. Meanwhile, Idaho taking care of business. They're up by 10 at the half against Portland State in women's basketball, up 42-32. So the women doing what they're supposed to do with a 50-16 lead, winding down in the final seconds of that first half. All right, let's take another break as we get ready to go for the second half here, about 6 minutes away from the second half of action. It's Montana State 29, Weber State 28. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Intermountain Health,
We believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Keaton Gillogly with you from Ogden, Utah, where Montana State is leading 29-28 against Weber State. Able to kind of survive at the end of that first half. Had a little bit of a scoring drought. They did not score in the final 3 minutes of that first half, but found a way to hang on and hold on to that 1 point advantage. Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you're staying strong and healthy on and off the field. All right, let's take one more time out. When we come back, we'll be ready to rock for the second half of play. Montana State leading Weber State 29-28. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. We're getting ready to go for the second half of action. Montana State leading Weber State 29-28. Pat McMahon poured in 10 points to lead all scorers in that first half. Jed Miller only had 2 points. He was 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 4 from the three-point line. And we saw some good minutes from Howie Keene, who had a steal and a block, a couple other nice defensive stops. Howie played over 8 minutes in that first half. Jaden Stepp had 6 points. He was filling it up as well. All 3 of his field goal makes were crafty, to say the least. All right, let's go ahead and pause for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. My name is Keaton Gillogly with Kelly Freeman back in the network studios tonight, and we are ready to rock for the second half of play. Montana State looking for their 4th win on the road in conference play. They're 6-1 at home and 3-3 on the road. The Bobcats looking to give head coach Matt Logie his first winning Big Sky season after going 500 each of the last 2 years, and they can secure that tonight with a win, but a lot of work to go, leading 29-28 as we start the second half. Weber State will have the basketball. They'll go from left to right in the home white uniforms. Relatively sparse crowd, but this will still get announced. It looks sparse because this place fills up at a capacity of 11,000 people, but still a solid crowd nonetheless. Weber State with the basketball. They inbound it, and we're ready to go for the start of the second half. Bounce pass to Guma up at the top, who hands it off for Vartiainen. Works his way over to the right wing, takes it into the paint, puts up a runner. Back iron, no. Fight for the rebound. 1 on the offensive glass. Guma back up. Lefty hook, no. Burris. Third try is good. 2 offensive rebounds, and Nigel Burris able to finish it off, and Weber State takes the lead to start the second half. Bobcats with the ball. Toss down into the post. Here's McMahon. Backing down, backing in, turns, jumper, up, front iron, no. Weber State with a rebound. The Wildcats look to expand their 1-point lead as the Bobcats are scoreless in the last 3+ minutes of action. Guma out on the left wing, turns down to the left baseline. Kick out to the top. Here's Burris, open 3. Airballed it. Jed Miller makes the catch underneath the basket. The Bobcats move from right to left. Miller looking to get going tonight. Given to Christian King, who had 2 fouls in the first half. Back to Miller, then to Hodges. Hodges works down to the right block, spins, nowhere to go, wants to get rid of it, gets it to the cutting Davis, who floats it up and home. An assist from Chris Hodges, and a good bailout cut by Jeremiah Davis for the first bucket in the second half, and it snaps nearly a 4-minute scoreless drought for the Bobcat offense. MSU back in front by 1. Weber State with the ball to our right. It was an offensive game, and the last time out, Cats won 91-88. Sane lost it out of bounds thanks to the active hands from Pat McMahon. Sane from the right sideline in front of the Bobcat bench. Throws it in, then gets it back on a bounce pass from Guma. Sane goes left around the screen, 8 to shoot, now 7 to the right elbow, 6. Picks up the dribble, 5. Bounce pass down to the right block. Burris, 2. Doubled up, blocked. No, he got it through. Wow. Hodges got a hand on it, and Burris finished anyway, powering through the block attempt at the end of the shot clock. 32-31, Weber State. MSU with the ball. Over to Christian King on the right wing. Into the post, McMahon. Makes contested catch out to Davis. Left corner 3. No good, but a foul. And Davis will go to the line for 3 free throws. Vartiainen too hard on the closeout, his first foul. Davis a little slow getting up. Limping and favoring that right leg. Got closed out and knocked down into the Bobcat bench. Doing a couple of calf raises at the top of the key, making sure he can feel both feet. Jed Miller talking with one of the officials, asking the official what he saw and what he's been seeing. First of three is good from Jeremiah Davis, a transfer from Fullerton College, his second year here at Montana State after 2 years at Fullerton, where he was wildly successful, racked up over 50 wins in those 2 seasons. Second free throw is good, one more coming. Davis to get back into double figures for the 10th time this year. Puts it up, puts it in, hits all three. Love to see that. 10 points for Jeremiah Davis. He's got all 5 here in the second half for the Bobcats. 34-32, MSU in front. 17 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game. Around to the right wing, Vartiainen pulls up the elbow. That jumper is in and out. Funny rebound, and Pat McMahon comes away with it as it took an extra hop off the rim. McMahon ahead of steam, down to the elbow, down into the post on the left side. Backing in, working on Guma. Steps through, kicks it out. Jed Miller has it. Out to Hodges on the right wing. Back to McMahon. Rises for 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to Weber State. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Can't tighten up from 3 if you're Montana State. They were 2 of 9 in that first half. A lot of them were good looks. The Bobcats got to keep shooting from 3 when they get their good looks. Burris hands it off. Sane throws to Kuma. Lob into the post. Goes off the backboard. Burris makes the catch. Out to Sane. Left wing 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped in the air. Loose to the top. Recovered by Weber. They're starting to rack up some offensive rebounds now. Vartiainen throws around to the left wing. Paschal, left wing 3. No good. Knocked out of bounds and staying with Weber. Christian King couldn't corral it. And so the Bobcats struggling a little bit on the offensive glass. Inbounds pass out to the free throw line with 20 seconds on the shot clock for Weber. Into the lane. Pass and a foul. Burris got mauled by Pat McMahon, who's tagged for his second foul. See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision, because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Athletics. Inbound to the right or left baseline, Vartiainen can't knock down a jump shot, and another offensive rebound tipped out to Sane. Sane on the drive, working on Keene. Gets in, missed the shot. Keene with the defense, lays out for the loose rebound, and he hits the sideline. So never had full control. 10 seconds on the shot clock. I think it's going to stay that way. Yeah, Keene had it knocked out of his hands, dove for it, and as he was trying to grab it, he slid across the sideline. Oh, they are going to give him the possession as he was sliding. That's a big call, so now it's 20 seconds on the shot clock instead of 10. Out to the right wing. Sane. Works over to the left wing. Gives it to Burris. Works in on King. Bounce pass down to the left corner. Crossing over. Lob into the post. Catch is made in deep. Layup no. Fight for the loose ball. And Hodges wins the rebound. Bobcats have given up 12 offensive rebounds. Finally got it back. Still have the lead. Oh, and then Miller has poked away from behind. Sane in transition. Lays it in and ties it up. Miller thought he got hit on the arm, which is why he lost it. So we're tied up 34 all. 15 and a half to play in the game. Howie Keene hands it off for Jed Miller. Turns around a screen. Tries a 3. Back iron no. Offensive rebound by Christian King. Given back to Miller. Thrown into the left corner. Christian King pumps the 3. Gives it to Howie Keene. Around to Jed Miller. Given to Hodges. Back to Miller. Steps inside. 17-footer. No good. And it's knocked away but recovered by Weber. Vartiainen throws to the top for Burris. That was a weird one. Hodges knocked it away, trying to tip it to somebody. Now Davis has a steal. He's in transition. Going to the rack. Blocked and fouled. And Jeremiah Davis will go to the line for 2. when we come back. So Jeremiah Davis's defense sparking the Bobcat offense, and Davis will go to the line for 2 free throws when we come back. Crowd will boo, but he got hit on the body. You can't hit him on the body, and that's where the call was correctly administered. So we take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 14 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the game. We're tied 34 all between Montana State and Weber State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Kettle Ford of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 14 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the ball game. And this thing is tied at 34. Jeremiah Davis has really been the spark. Coach Logie on Cat Chat this week kind of called Jeremiah he's kind of the thermometer or the barometer, however you want to say it, but he's kind of the thermometer of this team in terms of when he's playing hard, you see that extra spark. That's usually when the rest of the team is playing hard and providing that spark. As Jeremiah Davis knocks down the first of 2 free throws. He now has a team high and game high 11 points. Pat McMahon had 10 points in the first half. Jeremiah Davis has every point scored by the Bobcats in the second half so far. Next free throw is good, and Jeremiah Davis has a dozen. So he scored every point for MSU in the second half. The Bobcats lead by 2, up 36-34 with 14:45 to go in the game. Handoff to Vartiainen. Works his way down to the right baseline, pulls up with a runner, and it's good. Drops it in at the bottom of the net. 7 points for Vartiainen, his first bucket of the second half. So we're tied once again. The seesaw continues to go back and forth. Pat McMahon at the top. As his pass stolen, just a lazy pass, and Suarez dunks it in transition. You got to be firmer in your passes than that. Cats trail by 2, 38-36. Jed Miller goes right around a step screen, back to step. Thought about a 3, takes it down to the left block. Goes up to Jeremiah Davis. Goes left, still on the wing. Crosses over, steps down to the left baseline. That jumper is good. Jeremiah Davis doing everything he can to will this team ahead. Now a pass in transition. Guma in deep. He's trapped by 2 defenders. Now a third helps out. And then he stepped on the sideline and double dribbled. Good job by the Bobcats getting back on the defensive side. Jeremiah Davis comes off limping, favoring that right ankle, which he had twisted in Missoula. Bobcats into the front court. Jed Miller still just 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting tonight. McMahon takes it down to the mid-post right side, working on Guma, spins inside, banks it off the glass, swirls off, no, step the board, put back, no! Oh, that thing sat on the rim, took a panoramic video, and then fell off. Toss out to the right side. To the top for Grayson. This game tied right now. Grayson into the lane, pulls up at the free throw line, trying to draw a foul, knock down the jumper. Darius Grayson now with 3. Bobcats down by 2. Miller turns down to the right baseline, throws out to the left corner. McMahon back into the post down that left baseline. Double team help, kick out. Long skip past Keene. Open, right corner 3. No good. And the rebound controlled by Weber State. The Bobcats 2 of 12 from downtown. Grayson winds away to the right corner. Bounce pass into the post, double team on Guma. Pass tipped by Almenrud, volleyed out to the right wing. Weber recovers. Grayson down underneath, lays it up, left it short. Fight for the rebound, and it is out of bounds. We're calling a jump ball before Guma went down. And the possession arrow will go to Montana State. So the Bobcats just ice cold from downtown tonight, 2 of 12. They're -9 on the glass. They've given up 12 offensive rebounds. We've seen 8 ties and 13 lead changes with 12 and a half to play. Bobcats' largest lead tonight was 8 late in that first half. Weber's largest lead is 3. Right now, Weber up by 2. Bobcats with the ball. Miller to Step, to the cup. One-hand slam. Jaden Step rattles the rim with a right-handed dunk. He's got 8. That one ties it up at 40. Suarez. And we got a whistle and a foul as Step got run over by Vartiainen. And Seth Almenrud just got called for a foul. So I saw the collision. That is not where the infraction happened. Almenrud hit with the foul. They said Almenrud pushed Vartiainen. Okay. Grayson to inbound on the left sideline for Weber in a tie game with 12 and a quarter to play. Into Suarez, back to Grayson. Cage takes it away and runs to the left wing. Bounce pass back to the top for Suarez. Lob into the post. Burris makes a contested catch. Goes up, lays it good. Nigel Burris. He's got 10. Cats down by 2. 12 minutes remaining. Jed Miller into the front court. 1 for 7 and 0 for 5 from 3 for Jed Miller tonight. Over to Christian King. Down to Jaden Step. He's been excellent. Out to King. Works that left baseline. Gets in deep. Puts up a runner. That's no good. That was a bad angle shot. I think he thought he was going to get called for a foul there. And Weber the other way. Looking for their largest lead of the night. Into Burris. Oh, they called the foul. Jaden Step got to that spot. I didn't see his arms come down. So Jaden Step hit for the foul, his first. And Weber will go to the line looking to secure their largest lead of the night. For the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we'll take a break. 11:34 to go in the ball game, and it's Weber leading Montana State 42-40. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Bobcats in the hunt for just their 11th win all-time here at Weber State. They trail at 42-40 with 11:34 to go in the ball game. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. And Weber State is going to the line. Nigel Burris will be at the stripe. One free throw here would match the largest lead of the day for Weber State of just 3 points. Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Boy, Montana State has had nothing from the three-point line. Neither team has, really. Both teams are an identical 2 makes on 12 attempts from the three-point line, and we have not seen a single made three in the second half by either squad. Nigel Burris hits his first free throw. The big man at 6'7" has been very good from the free throw line this season, playing in his 124th career game at his third different school. He knocks them both down. 12 points now for Nigel Burris. One big question will be following. Will we see Jeremiah Davis back out there? He's been limping a little bit on that right ankle. He is on the bench right now, not getting any treatment. Bobcats with the ball trailing by 4, their largest deficit of the day. McMahon gives it to Miller. Has the dribble at the top of the key. Goes left around a screen, picks up the dribble, gives it to Stepp. Wants to get rid of it with 9 to shoot. Then to Christian King, 7. King into the lane, and it's stripped. Loose, recovered by Almenrud, bounced down to McMahon, and he lays it in. Got hit, no call, and Pat McMahon at the end of the shot clock picks up his first field goal of the second half. Much needed, and the Bobcats not panicking late in the shot clock. And it gets in deep. Turns, hooks it, good. 10 points for Trevor Hennig. MSU now with the ball. Trailing by 4. Got to get this offense clicking. McMahon throws to Miller at the top. Over to Almenrud, left wing. Then to Stepp. Tries a 3. That's good. Jaden Stepp stays hot. First 3 of the second half. And that Wendy's 3 ball gives Jaden Stepp 11 points and brings the Bobcats to within 1. Hennig. Overhead pass to the top. Suarez. Cross over to the free throw line. Handoff for Hennig. Ooh, moving screen, no call. Down to the left baseline, Paschal. Baseline jumper, no. And Almenrud has the rebound. Then his pass stolen to the backcourt. Grace into the cup, puts it up and in. That's a bad turnover. The Bobcats have had too many of those tonight. They're 10th overall. Bobcats down 3 with the ball. Jed Miller turns the corner, pulls up, elbow jumper. That's no good. Jed Miller, 1 of 8 from the field. Grayson sets it up. Throws to the right wing, back up to Grayson, around to the left wing. Handoff there for Hennig, goes right around the screen, gets the free throw line, throws to Burris, topside 3, and that's it. Burris pouring it home. Just his 19th 3 of the year. Now he's got 15 all of a sudden. MSU facing their largest deficit of the day with 9 minutes to go. We got a whistle and a foul, blocking foul on Burris. His second as he got tied up with Jaden Stepp. Jeremiah Davis will come back in, battling that ankle, which appears to be sore. Jed Miller, thought he was going to go to the bench. Instead, it's Almenrud. Jed Miller, 1 of 8. He does have 7 rebounds, 4 assists. So still doing other things to help this Bobcat squad. Inbound to Jed Miller at the top. Give it a step. Has it still at the top. Now gives it to McMahon. McMahon backing down. Spins into a double team. Jump pass out of it to Davis. Into the lane. Stepp makes the catch. Pump fake. Lets the traffic clear. And Jaden Stepp lays it in. Stepp's got 13. 51-47. MSU trails with 8:51 to go in the game. Grayson burning the clock down a bit at the top. Goes left around the screen. Throws down to the post. Knocked free. Jaden Stepp with the defense denying the post. Out to King down the left sideline. King into the baseline. Spins inside. Lays it up. Got it. Oh, he was getting banged and bodied the whole way down and finished anyway. First field goal of the night comes, of the second half rather, for Christian King. Comes with 8:23 to go in the second half. 51-49 Weber. Suarez moves it around to the right corner. Here's a 3, and it's good. Swish. Vartiainen knocking it home. 44% from 3 in the league this year. Bobcats back down by 5 with the ball. 8 minutes left. Jed Miller looking to get hot. Gives it to Stepp. Kick out Davis. Asks for help. Goes left around a screen. Still at the top. Goes right. Davis throws back up to Stepp. Fakes the pass, steps inside, pulls up with the jumper. That's too strong, and the Bobcats come up empty on that offensive possession. This whole night has just looked a little off for this Bobcat squad. Still very much in it, though. Down by 5. Bounce down to the baseline. Bobbled, recovered, long pass out top, knocked away by Pat McMahon. The Bobcats have the steal. Out to McMahon on the left wing. Overhead pass to Miller, into the Davis. Right corner 3. Book it. Jeremiah Davis shushes the crowd and pours it in, and a timeout called by Montana State. A Wendy's 3-ball by Jeremiah Davis makes it a 1-possession game, and Davis showing a lot of heart and grit tonight. He is not 100%, but he has been the Bobcats' heart and soul today. Let's step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the game. The Bobcats trail by 2. Weber State 54, Montana State 52. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Back to First Interstate Bank broadcast position. The Bobcats being carried by a career night. It's Jeremiah Davis with 17 points today. And he just knocked down a Wendy's 3-ball to bring the Bobcats to within 2. 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the ball game. Bobcats looking for their 10th conference win, trying to stay in second place. And they are in a dogfight against Weber State. It's 54-52, Weber leading. And the Wildcats have the ball coming out of the Bobcat timeout. Jeremiah Davis, 17 points today, 12 from Pat McMahon. Jed Miller struggling tonight, 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting. Has not been able to get his shot at all. Weber with a basketball to our right. Sane working on King, gets in deep, underneath the cup. He's trapped, needs to get rid of it and does, tossing out to Guma on the left wing. And off again to Sane. What a motor this kid has. Sane on the drive. Back underneath, swirls back out, comes to the top, hands off for Hennig, 9 to shoot. Hennig baseline jumper. That's no good. Offensive rebound, and then tied up by Jeremiah Davis. So Guma had it, and then Davis came in and tied him up. And that'll take us to another timeout. 6:55 to go in the ball game. It's Weber State 54, Montana State 52. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
But the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 6:55 to go in the ball game. Montana State just trying to fight through what has been a bit of a sluggish night. A little bit of sand in the gears. It's just one of those days where the Bobcats are kind of banging their head against the wall. They've given up 13 offensive rebounds tonight. They've turned the ball over 10 times, and Jed Miller has just 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting. And even through all of that, Bobcats only down by 2. Weber 54, Montana State 52, 6:55 to go in the ball game. We've seen 13 lead changes, 9 ties, and nobody's had a lead of more than 8. Weber to inbound underneath their own basket. Down to the Guma on the left baseline. He's guarded by King. Double team. Guma still holding. Throws up to the top. Here's Hennig. Crosses to the elbow, into the lane, and they called the foul. Hennig jumping into Jaden Stepp. Stepp awarded his second foul. And free throws coming for Hennig. Stepp was pretty, he was moving his feet, he was staying straight up. We've seen that a handful of times now where Wildcats will jump into the Bobcat defender and go down and get the call. Not necessarily always the correctly administering that call. Hennig knocks down both free throws. Back to a 4-point lead for Weber State. 6:35 remaining. Can Jed Miller get going before it's too late? Over to Christian King. Around to McMahon. He had a hot start. Handoff for Jeremiah Davis. He's been the hottest of hands. Down to the right baseline. Lost the dribble. Knocked out of bounds. And staying with MSU. Davis with a career high tonight. 17 points. His previous being 16. Pat McMahon to inbound. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it into Miller out on the right wing. Throws to Pat McMahon at the top. McMahon in the lane. Puts up a hook shot. No, but they called the foul. Guma got in too tight and is called for his second. Guma kind of holding his jaw like he got hit, but he was in Pat's vicinity in personal space. They call it the cylinder. Can't be in that tight on a player like that. It's part of the game. That's what the crowd is booing about, but if you're in the guy's kind of cylinder area like that, you might get hit. Man hits his first free throw. 2 3-point makes by Davis, 1 by Stepp, 1 by King. That's it. That's been kind of one of the last missing pieces here tonight as McMahon hits both free throws, much needed. Pat McMahon's got 14 points. Bobcats back to within 2, 56-54. Weber leading with 6 1/4 to go in the game. Burris has it, goes to Sane at the top. Thrown over to Guma, back to Sane. Bounce pass down to Guma, gets in deep and lays it in, and then a late foul called. Where'd that one come from? On Davis. Stepp went down, no call there. Looked like Stepp they could have called the offensive foul there, and then that was a phantom call on Davis. I just saw the replay. There was no contact there. That's Davis's first foul. Official talking to things about the official or with the official right now. And Guma misses the second. The Bobcats come the other way. Or excuse me, the only free throw rather is the bucket was good, so he was trying to complete the 3-point play there. Bobcats with the ball down 4. Stepp pumps the 3, throws to McMahon, turns down a 3, gets in deep, and then we got a whistle and a hand check foul on Weber, and now they're really tightening this thing up. And that's Malik Guma with his third. 5 team fouls on both sides. 5:47 to go. 58-54. Weber leading. The Bobcats get enough offensively tonight Into the right corner. Christian King backing down. Throws to Davis at the top. Then to McMahon. Handoff for Miller. Steps to his right at the top. Calls out for a screen. Goes left. Goes back to Davis at the top. 7. Davis into the lane. And draws the foul. Put the shot up, but they're going to call that a foul on the floor. 6th team foul now. Foul goes on Trevor Hennig, his first. So 6 on Weber, 5 on Montana State. Cats will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Reset the shot clock to 20. Bobcats down by 4. Bounce into Jed Miller. Cats need a bucket here. It's a long trip down the floor. Miller over to the right wing, turns down to the baseline, lays it up, got it to go. What a tough finish by Jed Miller, his second field goal make of the night. And his first bucket in the second half. He's got 4 with 5 1/4 to go. Bobcats back to within 2. Sane hands it off onto the right wing for Hennig. So is the dribble. Hennig down to mid-post, pulls up, and they called a foul on Jeremiah Davis with the contest. Second foul on Davis. Free throws coming for Hennig. Hennig walked away from that one looking like somebody who got away with something. .503 remaining, 58-56. Weber leads. Cats have started to heat up offensively again, but now Weber's also heating up. Both these teams have hit 4 of their last 5 from the field. And Hennig knocks down the first free throw. He's only 64% from the stripe this year. Hennig had only played 1 game since the Cats saw Weber back at home. As Hennig knocks down the second free throw. So Hennig's been banged up. But he had 15 against Montana State earlier, and now he's had another fine performance tonight with 14. Bobcats with the ball, down by 4, 4:55 remaining. Jaden Stepp has the ball. He's got 13 points tonight. Handoff for McMahon. Into the post, Stepp makes the catch. Lost the handle, goes back up and finishes anyway. Boy, Jaden Stepp's ability to finish around the rim has been a marvel as of late. Cats down by 2. Wildcats with the ball. 4:35 left. Who's going to get hot shooting on either side? Sane on the left sideline. Trying to drive on Davis. They've been calling a tight game now. Turns down into the lane. Gets to the elbow. Picks up the dribble. Throws out to the right wing. Partiainen pulls up for the jumper. And it's good. Partiainen from about 12 or 13 feet out. The Bobcats have been held at about arm's length here. Down by 4 for a big chunk of their second half. Davis with the ball. On the drive. Kick out to the left corner. Then to Miller. Tries for 3. Yes! Jed Miller back to life. His first 3-ball of the night comes with 4 minutes to go. Wendy's 3-ball brings MSU back to within 1. I think they are going to review that 3-point shot. They will, just to check his foot on the line. Now can the Cats get a stop and set themselves up for a chance to take the lead? In deep, layup, no. Jaden Stepp had the defense against Edwin Suarez. The Bobcats have the ball, down 1 with a chance to take the lead. Miller to the left wing. Crossing over. Gets to the mid-post. Scoops it up. Scoops it home. Jed Miller put the ball on a yo-yo, and the Bobcats retake the lead, and a timeout called. Weber State used the timeout, and Jed Miller back to life. Bobcats up by 1 with 3:26 to go. MSU 63, Weber State 62. They will reveal that Weber 3. We're taking a break. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl of the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. We've got 2 more Cat Chats left. Be sure to join us the next 2 Tuesday nights at 6:30 p.m. over at Montana's Ribbon. Chop House talking to both Coach Logie and Coach Binford with player guests as well. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:26 to go in the game. MSU leads 63-62. They did review that Jed Miller 3-ball, and they did confirm it, so that's a good thing because the 1-point lead hung in the balance there. Jeremiah Davis, 17 points tonight. He's been phenomenal. Pat McMahon, 14 points. He had a hot start. Jaden Stepp has 15 points. He's 7 of 9 from the field today. Weber State inbounds the basketball. They go from left to right. Sane takes it into the front court to set it all up. Hand it off on the right wing, then to the top for Guma. Given to Vartiainen, he gets behind a screen, tries a 3, that's no good. Rebound tipped in the air, and won by Weber again. And then Burris, as he was falling out of bounds, threw it off the ankles of Jaden Stepp. 14th offensive rebound by Weber State. That's too much. Now, Weber's taken 10 more shots than Montana State, doing no small part to those offensive rebounds. They're plus 10 on the offensive glass. Handoff for Saint at the top. Works his way down on Miller. Has to weave back out. Good defense. 10 to shoot. Saint working the left baseline into a double team. Weaves around to the mid post. Turns. Scoops. Got it. Weber back in front. 64-63. 2:50 remaining. There is a big shot coming in this one. Miller takes it to the top, goes over to Davis, works his way down to the left block, goes in, and goes down hard, draws the foul, and he's hurt. Jeremiah Davis crawling on the baseline now and in a heap of pain. The foul's on Guma, his 4th. And Jeremiah holding that right ankle, which he had been battling, and it'll be a 1-and-1 here, and Jeremiah on his back underneath the basket right now. Crowd reacting to the replay. I did not see it. It's going to be a 1-and-1, but Jeremiah is still getting looked at here. So Jeremiah now sitting and gets helped up after getting slightly bailed out by a foul, it appears, but we'll see. Yeah, didn't get the look of the replay. And he is limping his way to the free throw line. And we'll have a 1-and-1. Crowd booing. Officials talking. .235 remaining. The Bobcats down 1. And Jeremiah Davis has to come out because the trainer came out. So by rule, Jeremiah Davis has to come off because the trainer came out on the floor, is what the official's explaining to Coach Logie. So Jeremiah heads to the bench. Seth Almenrud into the game. And Pat McMahon will shoot the 1-and-1. So here's the front end of the 1-and-1 now, and it's good. And the Bobcats have tied it again. 15 points for Pat McMahon. Jeremiah Davis with a career-high 17 points goes to the bench with that right ankle injury. McMahon hits the second free throw, and the Bobcats have the lead. 65-64, 2:30 remaining. Weber with a basketball from left to right. Sane lets it roll and picks it up near the half-court line. Can the Cats get enough stops? Sane into the lane. Weaves down low. Comes back out. Boy, he just tries to penetrate. If he doesn't have space, brings it out, goes back in. Throws to the top. Hennig on the drive. Bad angle shot, swirls home. Wow. What a tough runner moving away from the basket toward that baseline. And Hennig gives Weber a 1-point lead. 2:10 remaining. Possessions limited down the stretch now. Miller turns. Kick out. McMahon, right corner three. That's no good. Offensive rebound by Jed Miller. Those over to Almenrud. The Bobcats can reset. Up to the top, here's a three. That's no good from Christian King. Knocked out of bounds, and it's, going to Montana, or going to Weber State, and I think Logie wants to challenge this. And he will. So we will see a review, and what a massive review it will be. 66-65, Weber State leading. All right, looking at the replay right now after the King three. There's a high rebound. Almenrud got up. And I think the Cats might lose it. It looked initially like Weber had touched it last because Almenrud had one hand on it. Two hands came from behind, and as Almenrud pulled his arm through, that looked like it was lingering on his hand longer than the Weber State hand, but that was only one look at it on the video board in-house. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Also, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym and shower facilities, and tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. We're in a review, looking at the possession. The Bobcats trying to finish this thing off here, but they are down 66-65. So who will have the basketball? The officials have finished looking at the monitor. They're talking about it right now. They look undecided at the moment. And they are still discussing. The call on the floor was that it's Weber basketball with a 1-point lead. Bobcats have got to get some stops down the stretch here. And it will be Weber ball, an unsuccessful challenge. Bobcats got to get a stop. Weber shooting 52% from the field in the second half. Cats trying to stay in second place in the Big Sky, but that is in the balance right now. Montana's been playing a tight game against Idaho State. They're actually trailing with under 5 minutes to go in Pocatello, where we'll be next for a 4 o'clock tip-off on Saturday. Weber into the front court, 1:45 remaining. Wildcats lead by 1. Sane against Miller. Crossing over, down to the right block, in deep, blocked from behind by Jaden Stepp, out of bounds, Bobcat ball. Jaden Stepp with one of the defensive plays of the night. What a revelation Jaden Stepp has been down the stretch this season. Now the Bobcats with the ball down 1. Who's going to hit the big-time shot? Jed Miller's been quiet all night. Miller at the top. No Jeremiah Davis right now, who's had the career day. Over to Stepp. Pivoting on the left wing. Handoff for Almenrud. Then to Miller. Miller to his right, 10 to shoot. Miller into the lane, pulls up, free throw line jumper, and it's good. Jed Miller gives the Bobcats the lead on a contested free throw line J. Sane with a minute left. Down to the left block. Brings it back out with Weber trailing by 1. Handoff for Guma. Back to Sane. Bobbled, recovered, gives to Guma. Back to Sane, right around a screen, into the lane. Kick out to Hennig, 10 to shoot. Hennig against Almenrud, 9. Brings it back out again. Hennig with a head of steam, 5, into the lane, jacks it up. No, and they called the foul. Almenrud hit with his second foul. You got to know that's what they're doing. I mean, right now they're just, every shot Weber takes, they go flailing in the air. As soon as they feel contact, they just jump away from their defender. It's an ugly form of basketball. As Hennig knocks it down. And they're just calling everything down the stretch, which you got to remind yourself of when you go back the other way. So now it's tied as Hennig hits the first free throw, this one for the lead. That one's no good, and Pat McMahon has the rebound. We're tied with 40 seconds left, and the Bobcats have the ball. Jed Miller into the front court. Cats have one timeout left. 30 seconds left. Miller at the top, turns the corner, out to the right wing, step back, blocked out of bounds, and he'll keep it with 10 to shoot. So 10 seconds to shoot, 12-second differential between the shot and game clocks. McMahon into Miller, down to the right sideline. Over to McMahon, into the lane, back it in. Turns through, lost it. He got hit, no call. Weber has the ball with a chance to win it with a shot clock off. 12 seconds left. Weber trying to hit a buzzer beater and a timeout called by the Wildcats. Boy, sure looked like Pat McMahon, in a game they've been whistling extremely tightly, got hit on the arm to lose that ball. And that is tough, because again, they have called a really tight game, and Jeremiah Davis coming back in with that banged up right ankle. Love to see a replay on that last play in the lane. It's a full timeout, although the scores table not administering it as a full timeout. The official still has, the scores table still has one hand up, but they're going to. It's supposed to be a full timeout, so now the coaching staffs on both sides are confused. All the players are sitting. The officials said it's a full timeout, but the players are not coming out to the bench. One timeout each. And they're still on the bench before they get going here. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience. It's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. All right, Bobcats need a stop to get to overtime. 10 seconds left in the ball game. It's 67 all. It's been tight throughout the night. Neither team's had a lead of more than 8. We've had 18 lead changes, 11 ties. Jed Miller and the Bobcats have weathered a cold shooting night from Jed. Jeremiah Davis with a career-high 17, and Jaden Stepp, 15 points and a couple of key blocks. All right, Weber State coming out of their timeout with a chance to win it. 9 seconds left. Hennig down to the right baseline, 7. Hennig with 5. Into the lane for the win. Puts it up. No. Rebound tipped out to the top. Jacks up a 3. That's short. Bobcats get the rebound. Timeout called by Pat McMahon. They got the timeout in. There is time left on the clock. So the Bobcats get the stop. It's 67 all, and let's find out how much time is left. Heads up play by McMahon to call that timeout. And let's see if the Bobcats can get a prayer off. Great job by the Bobcats not fouling, as Hennig was just diving all over the place. Howie Keene checking in. And they are checking the clock. How much time is left here for MSU as they finally get that much-needed stop. McMahon got that rebound. It looks like it's going to be less than a second. 0.2. So all they can do is tip it. So they'll have to throw the length of the floor. So, yeah, you can't even catch. You don't have time to catch and shoot or anything. You have to just tip. So you have to throw the length of the floor and just tip it. Now, in the women's game, when you call timeout, you actually get to advance to half court, which is something you get to do in the NBA as well. That would be nice if they added that to the men's game. All right, well, this would be something to remember, wouldn't it? So all you can do is tip it. Howie Keene's just going to put it in here, and we're going to go to overtime. All right, we got overtime between Montana State and Weber State. The Bobcats trying to find a way to earn a hard-fought win on the road. They got that stop. And now the Bobcats trying to earn an overtime winner. The Bobcats' only overtime game this season also occurred here in Utah. That was that loss to Utah State, which has been a fine team all year long. Meanwhile, for Weber State, they are 0-2 in overtime and 0-1 in Big Sky play. They went to overtime with Portland State in the first game of the Big Sky season to welcome in the new year and lost that one. And now we'll put 5 minutes on the clock and go back to work here with this game tied at 67 all. A check on the out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. The women doing what they're supposed to do. They lead it 81-36. 81-36 with a minute to go in that one. So Coach Binford and women's basketball on their way to a win. Kaylee Chirick has had 20 points tonight. Meanwhile, on the men's side here, elsewhere around the rest of the Big Sky, Idaho State leading Montana, trying to break their 9-game losing streak. Idaho State leads 71-69 with a minute 30 to go in that ball game. Portland State up 63-55 against Idaho. That one has 6 minutes left. And Eastern Washington pouring it on Sac State at the end of the first half. Eastern up 57-39 in Sacramento. Boy, that is... I told you that was going to be one of the more interesting scores of the night, and my interest is piqued. All right, we're ready to start overtime. Howie Keene will start overtime on the floor here as Jeremiah Davis has been limping around with a right ankle injury. Jed Miller weathering a bad shooting night. He started 1 of 8 from the field, and now has hit his last 5 shots, but still only has 1 3-point field goal. MSU is only 5 of 18 from 3 today. Guma and Stepp will tip it off. So 2 different guys on the floor than their normal starting 5. Jaden Stepp has played a lot of minutes tonight. He's been awesome. Tip is won by Weber State. We're tied at 67 to start overtime. Over to the left wing. Burris down to the post. Gets inside. Puts up a contested shot, no good. Offensive rebound and a foul on Weber. That takes what would have been the 16th offensive rebound off the board. And Montana State will be shooting a 1-and-1. Looking at the replay. That was a shove. Guma shoved Howie Keene. So Howie Keene will shoot a 1-and-1 here. He's attempted just 1 free throw this year. All right, Keene lining it up. Bobcats looking for their 10th Big Sky win. Trying to stay in second place. Stay and keep pace with first place Portland State. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. First point from Howie Keene. That was smooth, man. That's a guy who's practices free throws, which is no surprise for somebody coming out of the basketball family. Next shot for Keene. That's good. He hits them both. The Bobcats have the first lead of overtime, which always feels consequential. 69-67, MSU leads. 4:45 to go in overtime. Sane has the dribble out on the left wing. Boy, he logs a lot of steps on the offensive side. Out over to Hennig now on the right wing. Bounce pass down to the right baseline. Suarez double team, passes out up to Hennig, turns underneath, gets inside and blocked. Jaden Stepp knocks it away. Ball loose on the floor, diving for it, jump ball. The Bobcats will have it. What a block by Jaden Stepp. What hustle by Howie Keene. And now a chance to take a 2-possession lead. That was a big-time swat by Jaden Stepp. 5th block of the night for the Bobcats. 69-67, MSU leads, 4:20 to go in the game. Jed Miller throws over to Jaden Stepp on the left wing. Over to Miller at the top. Comes off a screen to the left wing, picks up the dribble, gives it to McMahon. McMahon back to the basket, lost it, recovers in the left corner, throws out to Miller, 10 to shoot. Miller left, rises for 3. That's no good. Rebound Weber State, trailing by 2. Hennig with a head of steam into the front court. Bounce pass way out to the left corner for Sane. Now he drives in deep. Jumps backwards into Keene and finishes it off. What was that? He hurt his shoulder. That was an ugly play. Sane had a step in front of Keene. He jumped backwards into Howie Keene, hit his shoulder, I think, on Keene's jaw. That is not a pretty play. So we're tied at 69. Miller to the elbow. And his jumper is good. Jed Miller knocking down the right elbow J. Miller's got 13. 71-69, 3:20 remaining in overtime. Bobcats lead it. Hennig, boy, he's been a star tonight. Bounce pass over the right wing for Sane. Sane still has a calm dribble at the top, over the left wing. Turns inside, gets underneath. and lays it up and in. Tough finish by Sane. Big swat attempt by Howie Keene. Overall, the Bobcats have been very, very good on Sane, who just now got to 10 points for a guy averaging 22 in Big Sky play. Bobcats with the ball to our left. We're tied at 71. Jed Miller at the top for three. Book it. Jed Miller at the top. Hits him with a boom. Oh, and he's got a wry smile on his face now. And Miller heating back up after that quiet start. 3-point lead for the Bobcats. 2:35 remaining. Coach Logie slapping his knees. He's out there playing defense too. Sane to the elbow against McMahon. Crosses over underneath. Gets in underneath the basket. Drops it off. Suarez lays it up and in. Cats with the ball. 2:20 to go and a 1-point lead for MSU. What a fight. What a night. Boy, this is February Big Sky basketball. King over to Miller. Spins to the right wing. Tries for three. No. Rebound tip jostled in one by Weber State. Weber down by one with the ball. Under 2 minutes remaining. Sane walks it across the timeline. He's at less than 50% of his per game scoring average. Sitting at 10. Leads the Big Sky in scoring this year. Sane to the elbow. Gets in down to the left block. Nowhere to go. Dribbles it back out to the left corner. Boy, he's just been running into a brick wall. 5 to shoot. Drop off underneath. Suarez lays it up. Good and one. And Weber has the lead. So for Jaden Stepp, his third. And Suarez at the line. And he knocks them both down. Completes the 3-point play rather. 2-point lead for Weber, 76-74. 1:30 remaining, MSU with the ball. Miller to the left wing. Gets open for three. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped out. And won by Hennig. Throws out to the right wing. Suarez back to Hennig. Lays it up. Got it. 4-point lead for Weber. And a foul. Long pass ahead. And Nigel Burris contesting the pass on the right sideline, which will get the Bobcats to the line for a 1-and-1. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. So Pat McMahon going back to the line. He's hit some big free throws so far tonight, needs more now. It's a 2-possession game. Got to have these with 1 minute and 13 seconds left. The front end is good. McMahon now with 17 points today. A foul on Burris was his fourth. McMahon with another. That one no good. His first miss of the night. So 78-75, 1 minute remaining. Bobcats have to get a stop here and keep it as a one-possession game. Sane's going to milk the clock down and take it down to about 50 seconds before he initiates the offense. Sane to the top, crosses over, rises for a contested three. That's no good. Rebound tip. Bobcats got it. Down by 3 with the ball. 45 seconds left. Miller throws down to the post, left baseline for Stepp. Back out to the top for McMahon. Handoff up there. King into the lane. Through contact. Lays it. No. But draws the foul. And Nigel Burris is fouled out with 33 seconds left in overtime. Oh, yeah. Got bailed out there. That didn't look like much of a foul. The officiating kind of around the rim tonight has brought a lot of questions on both sides. So here's Christian King to the line for 2, trying to make it a 1-possession or 1-point game. 33 seconds left. King's first free throw is good. Christian King now with 9 points tonight. Trying to become the 5th Bobcat in double figures. And he cannot. He missed it. 2-point game, 32 seconds left. Bobcats want a foul here, pressuring in the backcourt. Still pressuring, and finally Howie Keene commits the foul against Grayson. The freshman is 85% from the line. 2-point lead, and will be a 1-1. So what a big free throw, what a big moment here for Ardarius Grayson, the true freshman from Oakland. 26 seconds left in overtime, 78-76. Weber leads at the line now. So here we go. Can the Bobcats catch a break? Grayson puts up the free throw. It's no good, but an offensive rebound by Weber. Bobcats got a foul again, and they do. Jaden Stepp commits his fourth. They got the miss on the front end of the 1-and-1 and could not secure the offensive rebound, or the defensive rebound, so that makes it 16 offensive rebounds for Weber State tonight. And that's one of the numbers that will make this pill hard to swallow. Not over yet. Sane at the line. Or he's 89%, and he knocks down the first. 3-point game. Weber leading. Trying to go to 8-7 in Big Sky play. Trying to send MSU to 9-5. Sane puts it up. Got it. 4-point lead for Weber State with 22 seconds left. By the way, Idaho State beats Montana 73-69. So even if MSU loses tonight, they will still remain in second place by themselves. Portland State is on their way to a win with a 10-point lead with a minute 20 left, which would put the Bobcats 3 games back of first place with only 4 games to go, and Portland State on the cusp of clinching a regular season title. We have not seen Jeremiah Davis down the stretch here after he went off with that right ankle injury. 17 points for Jeremiah, 17 for McMahon, 16 for Miller, 15 for Stepp. And Jaden Stepp's played 30 minutes today. 22 seconds left in overtime. Bobcats with the ball down 4. Into Jed Miller. He races across the timeline. Over to the right wing. Turns the corner down to the right baseline. Picks up the dribble. Gets it out to King. Puts up a right wing 3. In and out. Rebound jostled. Won by MSU. 6 seconds left. Got to take the shot here. King puts it up. That's good with 2 seconds left. We got a 1-point game. And the Cats are alive. Don't turn it off yet. 80-79 Weber with 2 seconds left. And Christian King hitting a late Wendy's 3-ball to keep it alive. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. We are set up for a potential memorable finish. It's been a back-and-forth game all night. But 19 lead changes and 14 ties. That is crazy. 2 seconds left in overtime. Weber 80, Montana State 79. So Weber will inbound the ball. They're going to put a couple tenths of a second back on, so it'll be 2.5. So you got to commit the foul quickly, and then you got a shot. It will be 2 free throws. But how quickly can you commit the foul? There, Jay, steal it. Here we go. Grayson to inbound. Gets it into Sane. He's in the backcourt, too, and there's the foul. All right, let's see what the clock is. They will reset it, but he did get a dribble or 2 off, so it's not going to be much time left. Deion Sane going to the line. He's been held in check. He was held in check in that first half. He only scored 2 points. And even with that, Bobcats, they will hold that leading score in check, but not able to do enough elsewhere. So they are checking the clock. It says 0.1. That's not right. We know that for sure. Oh, and only 0.4. Is that right? 0.4? And we're going to see here in just a second. 1.3? Is it 1.4? Or is it 1.3? Okay. 1.3? Yeah, he can live with that. All right, here we go. So Sane knocks down the first. He is an outstanding free throw shooter. I mean, absolutely outstanding. He came into this game hitting 58 of his last 60. 2-point game. Sane asking, you want me to hit this or not? Lining it up. Puts it up. And it's good. I think he tried to miss it. All right, here we go. Cats need a 3 to tie with 1.3 seconds left. Howie Keene will inbound. Can you get something going? And now timeout called by Weber State. Can you get something going toward the basket? And do the Bobcats have a miracle in them? At the end of the first halftime, the Bobcats down 82-79. A timeout called by Weber. We're back in action on Saturday. We'll be on the air at 3:30 p.m. for the 4 o'clock Montana time tip-off. Idaho State snapped their 9-game losing streak today by beating Montana. And starting to shape up for Montana State to be chasing that second seed. Portland State, last check, had a 10-point lead very late in the game, which would put MSU, if they lost today, 3 games back. If they win today, well, they're still in the race. So will the Bobcats stay in the race for a regular season title? If they do, it's because they hit a buzzer-beating 3 to send us to at least a second overtime. 82-79, Weber leads MSU with the ball. Howie Keene throws ahead, King through his hands, and it's over. Cats don't get a shot off, and they lose 82-79 against Weber State. Bobcats fall to 15-12, 9-5 in Big Sky play. Weber State improves to 14-14, and they are now 8-7 in conference action. Slow shooting night early, particularly from the three-point line. Jeremiah Davis getting hurt late in this game, didn't play down the stretch with an apparent right ankle injury, and the Bobcats didn't do enough to earn the win. They fall 82-79 on the road at Weber State. We'll take a break. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success. Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Bobcats fall tonight in overtime, 82-79 at Weber State. Cats go to 15-12 overall. They're 9-5 in Big Sky play. Weber State is now 14-14 overall. They are 8-7 in conference action. Bobcats had a slow offensive start tonight from Jed Miller at the three-point line today. Bobcats struggled early. Neither team was ever able to pull away at any point. No team had a lead bigger than 8 points in this contest. And despite Jeremiah Davis' 17 points, a career high, he got hurt late with an apparent ankle injury, and that stung the Cats a bit as well today as MSU falls 82-79 against Weber State. All right, we've got head coach Matt Logie here joining us in just a moment as the Bobcats will be back in action again coming up on Saturday at Idaho State. All right, so Cats again fall 82-79 in overtime today. We are joined now by head coach Matt Logie. And, Coach, this was quite a hard-fought game tonight, back and forth. I mean, we had 19 lead changes and 14 ties in this one. But overall, I mean, as you just look at the whole picture of this game, what were some of the things you felt like were the difference tonight?
Well, it's just one thing that was a difference, and unfortunately it's the one thing you can't help much from the sidelines on, and that's the offensive glass. We talked about it all week. Obviously, we're not in a place where we can just beat guys up in practice and do a bunch of physical, crazy rebounding drills. But we didn't match what we needed to match today. So when you give up 16 offensive rebounds and you only get 6 back on the other side, it's going to be really hard to win on the road. And the fact that we even had a chance was because our defense was good. But when you give them third and fourth and fifth opportunities, it's really, really hard to win.
Jaden Stepp tonight, 15 points on 7 of 9 shooting. He was really very impressive in the way he was able to finish around the rim tonight, and his defense was great.
Yeah, he had a good game. Jaden's really turned the corner and continued to grow. But we need everybody to bring their hard hat, and we just didn't get it done tonight.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. Let's do it again on Saturday.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Bobcats fall today 82-79 against Weber State in overtime. We'll take a break. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality, care, and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dream